One more time!
I do hope you continue to remain good friends from now on.
Lurik wishes to confront an uncomfortable truth. Hey, what the fuck? Alright. Fluxy, my friend, my partner, I trust you are ready. Good, good. That is very good indeed. For before we depart to face Andreia, for what I pray is the final time, I have a confession to make. I may have been somewhat misleading when I may have been somewhat misleading when I intimated the tremendousness of my martial prowess. In truth, it rather pales in comparison to yours. Uh-huh. Do tell. You must be terribly crestfallen, I am sure. It is my deepest regret that I allowed you to labor under the misapprehension that we were equals for so long. Bro, I already knew. In my defense, I must say that when I realized what an exceedingly powerful warrior you truly are, I was dumbstruck. I struggled to conceive of how even to approach the subject. Furthermore, I must admit that great majority, nay, all of our efforts to hone our skills in preparation for the battle to come have been entirely for my benefit, that the disparity between us might not be so readily apparent. To think that my insecurity drove me to postpone this fateful day for so long. In my cowardice, I allowed Andreia to assemble a party of followers, where before we might have only to contend with the one foe, we must now confront 5. And for all my preparation, I am still no more likely to be an asset to you than a hindrance. But perhaps that need not be the case. In discussing this grim reality with Miss Alvara, while we were away, we hit upon a potential stratagem.
Recall you Renda-Rae's greatest strength and weakness. Her preternatural hearing. We can but reasonably certain that Andreia is possessed of it as well. Therefore, if you were to fashion a device that could produce loud noise at will, you could use it to secure an advantage in your battle.
What I lack in strength of arms I may make up for with guile. While it will not guarantee us victory, it will surely bring us one step closer. Oh, hey! 1,000 pardons, Master Reek, but I am come to deliver a message from your Lord Father. Daddy? What does he want with me now? It has come to your Lord Father's attention that you have acquitted yourself rather poorly as a bounty hunter, and have brought terrible shame upon your family name. He commands you to cease all such activities at once, and return to the city forthwith. Should you fail to do so, you will be stripped of your citizenship and family name. No further financial assistance will be provided. Oh. Oh dear. Yo, dude, fuck your dad. He doesn't deserve you. What a sick son of a bitch. You may tell father and my mother the following. That I am Lou Reek, proud bounty hunter, slayer of sin eaters, that I have no intention of renouncing this cause, and that they are free to do as they seem fit. Tell them that if they have no son, then I have no parents, that I have no family save Miss Alvara, who has shown me more love than they ever have. Very good, Master Reek. I shall deliver your reply to them at once. Right, now that that's settled, we can get to work crafting the giant noisemaker of ours. Let us consult with the craftsman of the crystalline mean at once. Hell yeah, that's my people right there.
I dare say, you lit a fire in him, Fluxy. I never thought I'd see the day when he'd muster the courage to say anything like that to his parents. thank you for being a friend to Reek. For the longest time, he struggled to find his way. But ever since he met you, he has carried himself with a new sense of purpose. A renewed understanding of who he is and who he wants to be.
What up, motherfucker?
For all my time in the Crystarium, I cannot recall ever visiting the Crystalline Mead. Nevertheless, I'm sure there's someone here who can assist us.
I don't know, maybe the guy right next to you with the giant glowing thing above his head. Loith.
What's all this then? You got something that needs making? Indeed I do, good sir. I wish to commission the production of a device that can generate a tremendously loud sound. It must be small and light enough to be carried by a single individual as well.
Ain't that one of the strangest requests I've ever heard?
Well, it's just noise you want. Then I'd wager we could make do with a special blend of fire sand. Aye, I think I've got just the recipe for your needs. I'll need some choice ingredients, mind, and you'll need to go and fetch them for me. Fetch? What precisely is it that you require? There's this one particular beastie native to Colusia that's got a singular diet and leaves these massive dung piles. The fresher the better, if it please. A few varieties of grass native to Rak'tika. Oh, and some iron ore from Omrog. I can give you a list if you like. I already forgot the voice I was doing for him entirely halfway through that. To wit! I will need to travel to the far corners of Nordvant and back. Oh dear, this is rather more involved than I... No more excuses. I will do whatever needs be done to see this through to the end. My friend, I will not impose these tasks upon you. I insist that you remain here while I go and fetch the required materials.
Wait for him to return. Huh? You gonna be alright getting all that stuff by himself? I mean, if it were you, I'd not think twice about it. Where am I waiting? I'll just go there.
So what, I just wait here for him?
Okay.
It was a series of surprisingly harrowing experiences, but in the end I managed to obtain the materials necessary for the construction of my secret weapon. That gentleman was rather accommodating, despite being somewhat put out that I had not any guild to pay him for his labor. He was nevertheless willing to teach me how to craft the arrows myself. He said he found my industriousness endearing. Oh, it's arrows, huh? I must confess, despite being utterly exhausted by all this busy work, it has been somewhat refreshing. And now that my noisemaker arrows are ready, I cannot wait to put them to the proof. If all goes to plan, the explosions should be loud enough to incapacitate Andreia for a time. Let us put an end to her tale, my friend, and in so doing, write the opening of ours. And in so doing, write the opening of ours. That of Reek and Fluxy, bounty hunters extraordinaire. Come, Rak'tika and glory await.
Yeah.
Ooh, instance. We got this, buddy, we got this. If I may make one small request before we begin. Please, for the love of the gods, please try not to succumb to any visions of people's pasts. This really could not be a worse time. I don't have much of a choice in that one, buddy, but I will do everything I can. Courage born of fear. That sounds upsetting.
but I feel like it's more about him. So it might just be him getting the courage from his fear, as opposed to her getting another vision of her past that has to do with fear. Well, are you still with me in here? Are you still with me in the here and now? Yeah. Excellent. Then we can attend to the task at hand without worry. Let us lay to our rest our fellow hunters, and grant Renda-Rae the peace a hero deserves. Good luck, post voice. I'll distract Andreia with a noisemaker arrow. Seize the opening to strike. Okay. Here goes nothing. I should probably take care of these guys first. It worked! Oh, there's a healer. It really worked! Fuck. I can't believe it. Definitely that one first. Huh? Are they defending her? Damn it. We'll Holy shit, this is gonna fucking suck. God damn you, Landbird. I'm sorry you're dead, but you don't have to be such a bloody arse about it. What did I do to deserve such attention? Leave me alone, Landbird! Okay. Leave me alone, Landbird! Where's the other guy? Oh, he's right fucking there, protecting. Probably don't want to be near that attack. Oh. Wait, what? Fuck, you are dying hard, man. I don't know which one to focus. Leave me alone, Landbird. Fluxy, that's a fucking hint! Okay. Just run and heal yourself, buddy. Dude, that move does not last that long. That's it. Only 2 more to go. I'll draw off Andreia. You handle the knight. Your fight is with me, Andreia. Fuck. Why did I activate both those at the same time? Just literally counteract each other.
The bloody knight is in the way. Dispatch him first. Now, Fluxy, now's our chance.
I am not alright, thank you.
Heads up, arrows incoming. It's just us and Andreia now. It's time for Reek and Fluxy to write a new legend for the ages.
Okay. My mans, you are just standing in the middle of that.
I'll be fine.
Here we go. Rocky didn't fucking work.
Fluxy, to me.
I did what I could. That hurt a lot. Okay. Interesting choice. I just ran into that. Because I didn't run into the big one, I would be fucking dead. One more rotation.
Rest in peace, Renda-Rae. We won? Even seeing it and saying it, it hardly feels real.
She dropped her crystal. Oh man, that's fucking cracked as shit.
Huh? What's that you've got there? Wicked White, you're...
Oh shit.
You're Renda-Rae. The real Renda-Rae. I should have never betrayed your trust. Never again. I swore, never again. Balam Gwitz, the Shadow Keeper, the Flood. Come what may, we would face it together. No matter how hard it got, or how terrified I was. That's what it means to let someone into your heart. knowing full well that nothing lasts forever. To welcome the fear and the pain, the sorrow. When I lost my parents, when we laid the Keeper low, you felt it too, didn't you? To place our faith in a desperate, hopeless attempt to save everyone, and to see it amount to naught in the end. What else could we do but offer up that tiny remainder in a final, futile effort, even knowing deep down it was worth but a few moments more? What is this?
It's a fragment of a memory, my dude.
You gave me fear, and that fear gave me strength. Wait, there's so much I want to ask. I don't understand. What was she talking about?
She was talking about her time with Ardbert and their friends.
It's not right. It's not fair. Heroes sacrificing themselves for nothing, becoming villains, being forgotten.
Yep. The tale of Ardbert and the Warriors of Light of the First. Why I care so much about them.
Thank you, Fluxy. I could have never gotten this far without your help. I had no idea who Renda-Rae, or any of the other Warriors of Light, truly were. 'Twas all ancient history to me. Why would I care who some Sin Eaters once were? I was no better than my parents, judging them out of hand, dismissing their sacrifice, not bothering to look deeper. Made it all easier to pursue Andreia for my own amusement. I pray I've made up for it in part by helping to lay Renda-Rae's soul to rest. Miss Olvara is probably worried sick about us both. We should return to Calusia and let her know we're alright.
Yeah, but you should also go tell people about the fact that you managed to claim the bounty. What a bittersweet tale. Whew. Quite the journey, right?
I can't wait to tell Miss Olvara everything. I should definitely use some of the bounty to treat her.
Oh, did you already collect it then?
My little Reek, Fluxy, congratulations on a job well done. And from one hunter to another, thank you for helping Renda-Rae to achieve a measure of peace. She was a hero to me, too, and it broke my heart to know what had become of her. To have your legacy tarnished so, to have the world call you a villain, even still. But at least I can take comfort in knowing she can finally enjoy a long rest.
Whatever others may say, we will preserve the truth in story and song. Renda-Rae, the bravest hunter Renda-Rae, the bravest hunter there ever was. And more importantly, a true friend to those she held dear. I can only hope to measure up to her example someday. For now, however, I say we return to the Crystarium and raise a glass in celebration.
So, she brought down Valanquitz not alone, but with the aid of her comrades? It may not be the story I was taught, but somehow it rings truer to my ear.
Time to turn it in. Cha! My last teleport.
Andreia's bounty has been paid to us in full, my friend. So come, let us eat, drink, and be merry. I've been meaning to ask, Fluxy, but I have the impression you are rather more acquainted with these Warriors of Light than you've been letting on. What exactly do you know about them?
Right. So it starts with the Warriors of Light saving the entire world from the Assassins. They fought countless battles and won the fight to save everyone, but unfortunately it brought about the Flood.
So despite their efforts, they brought the end of the world while trying to save it.
Exactly. So in order to stop the flood, they took their own lives in a last-ditch effort. Their plan, while outright crazy, managed to work in the end, but everyone only saw them as the ones who brought about the flood and didn't care about all their other feats. So, they're treated as villains despite saving the world on more than one occasion.
That is so preposterous a tale that I have no choice but to assume it is true. Offering up their lives to first cross the rift, then to halt the flood. Wicked White. Must have taken her so much courage to see it through in those final moments. Courage born not of a desire for glory or dedication to an ideal, but of fear and love for those whom she had forged unshakable bonds, her comrades. That's right. I won't pretend that we have anything even approaching such a powerful connection, but I believe I'd like to... But I would like to think that if you were in mortal peril, that I would fly to your side without hesitation. Having said that, if I were tested as Renda-Rae were, if I were challenged to offer up my life for others, without even knowing if it would amount to aught, I doubt I could rise to the occasion. I'm a child and a fool who knows little of the world. I have been coddled and spoiled, and have only just tasted the bitter fruits of life that you and countless others sup on daily. You are made of sterner stuff, Luxie, far sterner than me. That is why I know I can never walk your path. Do you wish you could? How could I not? I cannot recall a time I have felt happier and more alive than when I have travelled with you. But you have countless other journeys ahead of you, don't you? For you are destined for greater challenges, whereas I am suited to rather more pedestrian affairs. Know your limits, as Miss Silvara used to say. Meeting her again after all these years, seeing how much older and more frail she'd become, made me realize how little time together we had left. She shouldn't have to live out her days living alone in squalor. I've decided it will not be so. I shall return to Calusia and attend to her needs, for I would do my utmost to repay the love and kindness that made me the man I am today. That's sweet. Therefore, though it pains me to say it, I fear this celebration must also mark the end, or at the very least, a tentative suspension of the glorious partnership that was Reek and Fluxy, bounty hunters extraordinaire. Should you ever find yourself in Calusia, however, do come and pay us a visit. Oh, so I get all three. Cool. Bye. Actually, I'm gonna go visit him real fast. My final farewells.
Would you believe that Reek bought me a whole new wardrobe with his winnings? He really did, the dear. But everything looks just so awfully nice that I can't bring myself to wear any of it outside. It all looks lovely hanging on the walls, though.
Hello again, Fluxy. Still living the life of a travelling sinner, I see. I hope you aren't here to ask me to join you. Terribly sorry, but now's not a good time. Oh, but every time I think back on our adventures, Fluxy, it brings a smile to my face. Reek and Fluxy, hunters extraordinaire. We must do it again one day. When I'm strong enough to hold my own, that is.